Posing couples is one of the biggest sticking points within wedding photography. I see it all the time. Photographers know how to use their cameras, they know their settings. But the moment a couple just stands in front of them waiting for their photo to be taken, everything gets a bit awkward. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through 8 wedding photography poses that I use at pretty much every single wedding. They're simple, they're natural, but more importantly, they work in the real world. These aren't complicated, overposed prompts, and you can repeat them and tweak them. And before you know it, you've built up an entire portrait session without your brain freezing up. And I'll explain exactly why each one works. This is where I always start, and there's a reason for it. Walking hand in hand instantly removes stiffness. The moment people start walking together, their bodies relax and their expressions soften. I'll usually ask them to walk towards me first, nice and steady, holding hands like they normally would. Then I'll get them to walk away from me and sometimes across the frame from left to right or right to left. Straight away, you've got 3 very simple variations without having to change anything. If you want to change things up a little bit, a real simple tweak is asking one of them to lead the other. That tiny bit of interaction between them creates a really natural dynamic and ultimately stops it feeling like a just typical photo shoot walk. This simple setup works with any couple at any wedding in any location. And it's always my go-to at the very beginning because it's so simple to do. You're not asking anything of the couple other than just to walk. It eases them into the session without any pressure. Plus, if at any point throughout this photo session your mind starts to go blank, you can fall back to this because you will naturally get some photos, you'll move from point A to point B, and the inspiration will come back. From having a walk, I'll then get them to stop and have a little bit of a cuddle. And I'll deliberately keep the instruction very vague. I won't say pose, I'll literally just say, stop there, just have a little cuddle together. And this works because, again, couples know exactly how to do that. You're not forcing them into anything that they haven't done before. All you're doing is giving them permission to be closer to one another. From there, you'll get natural smiles, nice little forehead touches and forehead kisses, little laughs between the two of them, and often the best photos come from the moments between the moments, not during just one big action. I'll shoot this wide, I'll shoot it mid, I'll shoot it fairly tight, and I can do that normally without having to move as such. And from doing this, it adds to the storytelling in your photo gallery, but also that makes the photo gallery look a little bit more full without any more extra effort. This is one of my go-to poses when couples feel a little bit nervous and emotional, but leads beautifully on from the stop and cuddle. I'll bring them nice and close, forehead to forehead, ask them to close their eyes and just breathe nice and naturally. It allows them to just chill just that little bit more. It slows everything down, you can feel the energy change, and because the couple are nice and close, it's an emotional thing that you're putting them in, they forget about me, they forget about the camera, and everything just eases nicely. This works beautifully when the light is nice and soft, and is great when you want a really nice emotional moment. Something calm, something more intimate. And I'll often shoot this quite tight and just let the background just fall away. Framing something nice and tight allows you to focus on the emotion happening in that moment. This is an absolute cheat code. I'll simply just ask one of them to whisper something in the other one's ear. Sometimes I'll say, tell them something nice, something a little bit silly, sometimes a little. We'll keep it PG and we'll say cheeky. Ultimately, it entirely depends on the couple. Now, it's not actually about the whisper, what they say from one person to another. It's about the reaction that you get. The little smile, the little laugh, the almost nervous, ticklish kind of look that you get from people. And sometimes if they've said something a little bit cheeky, it's the little eye contacts that you get from one to the other straight after that. This is perfect for them couples who say that they hate having their photo taken. Because again, it just gives them something to do without them actually being told exactly what to do. They don't have to focus on anything. They can just be their natural selves. They can have fun at their wedding whilst having photos done, which is exactly what you want. And when they get the photos back, they're happy because the entire experience has been really good. This is a really simple one to be able to get a variety of photos without actually ever having to move anybody. I'll start with them facing each other, sometimes hand in hand, sometimes embracing each other. Then I'll ask one of them to look at me, then look past me, maybe look over to one direction, then I'll get the other person to do the exact same thing. Sometimes I'll get both of them to look at 2 different directions, sometimes I'll get them to look straight at me. And before you know it, you've got a variety of different photos. Some work better for some couples, some don't, but you have them, and then once you get back, you can look through them and pick your favorites. This is brilliant when time gets a little bit tight at a wedding, which it ultimately does sometimes. Maybe you got some people watching just over there, and you don't want to overcomplicate things. This pose works really well with the quieter couples that don't really want to do anything over the top. I'll get one partner to lean into the other, sometimes shoulder on shoulder, chest on chest, sometimes a little bit side on, and it creates a really nice, relaxed, grounded feel that looks really natural. You can keep this one really subtle and understated, which a lot of couples appreciate, and I'll often use this once the couple settle into the shoot and they kind of have a really nice vibe going. Ultimately, when they're starting to trust me and the whole process a little bit more. Number 7, the simple kiss. Not a dip, not a dramatic movie moment, just a simple kiss. When you ask them to do this, tell them to be really delicate. They are more than welcome to use their fingers to kind of stroke each other's face or the collarbone or something like that, maybe the neck, and just ask them to hold it for a second and then pull back slightly. Sometimes the best photo out of this bit actually comes after the kiss in the reaction, not actually the kiss photo itself. And this is a classic for a reason. It's natural. At the end of the day, two people are in love, they've just got married, they feel comfortable, they expect it to happen. You're not asking anybody to do anything that they feel uncomfortable with. And how I've mentioned the collarbones, the face, the neck, sometimes you can mix it up and say, don't kiss each other on the lips, one of you kiss the other on the collarbone. Perhaps the neck, perhaps the hand. Very quickly, you can easily get a variety of different photos. For the final pose, and this is normally whilst we're walking back towards the venue to finish off the session, I'll normally get them to walk hand in hand away from me and one of them look back towards me. Sometimes I get the groom to put his arm over the bride's shoulders and she can kind of just hold on to his hand and then look back over her shoulder towards me. And it's just a really nice, natural way to finish off the session. And it feels less posed because they're actually already doing something. You're asking them to just throw a little bit of something in there, like, will you just turn around and look at me real quick over your shoulder? This often produces a quality photo without them even realizing it as well. And you can get some insane, beautiful portraits of just the bride as well as they look over towards you. And sometimes if you're really lucky, she'll just naturally just pick his hand up and just give it a little kiss or a little squeeze against the cheek. You've probably noticed that out of the 8 poses, a lot of them kind of blend together nicely. And that's because they're all slight variations of one another, and then you can start throwing more things in as you go. You'll very quickly realize that actually doing a portrait session is not hard whatsoever. It's actually my favorite part of the wedding day and almost one of the easiest. Whilst doing any of these poses, I always try and get 2 different angles and or 2 different focal lengths. I mentioned earlier about the story, but doing this helps you tell the story a little bit better. It gives you the emotion, the location, and everything else in between. The most important thing to remember is you're not posing models, you're posing natural, real people who don't do this on a daily basis. Your job is to give them clear, simple instructions so they never feel lost. And make sure you leave enough space in between things for their personalities to show in the photos. And if you're calm and confident, then they'll naturally just follow your lead and have a really good time doing it. I've already said that I start with the more walking, moving photos and add more prompts in later on down the line. But something that's really important and massively overlooked is that you should keep talking to your couple and reinforcing how well they're doing. Keep doing that, ignore me for a second, you look absolutely incredible, just stay right there. These comments go a long way with any couple. As you learn more as a wedding photographer and progress through your career, you'll learn how to naturally read people's body language. You'll be able to gauge whether they need a little bit more input from you, how comfortable they are, should you give them more input, are they happy just doing what they want? Because some couples feel great in front of the camera and others don't. Some of the couples really want to spend time doing them portrait sessions and other people just can't wait for it to be over. It's nothing personal against you as a photographer, it's just naturally how their personality is and how they perceive their wedding day to be. Start simple, test the waters. If you can push it further, then go for it. If not, just hold back. At the end of the day, you're there to document the day and take the photos. They're not having a wedding day, so you can take the photos. If you found this useful and you use any of this at your next wedding, let me know how you get on. Feel free to share any poses you wish down below in the comments. It's always good for the community. And if you're new to wedding photography and want a step-by-step guide, I've got the resources over on my website. I'll leave a link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.